Hey everybody, welcome back to the Snorlax Den. So I know it's been a minute since my last video, and it probably will be for another one after this, and that's just because January tends to be a bit of a hectic time between my wife's schedule, my schedule, and the kids going back to school. And I really need to prioritize that over recording, editing, and posting videos opening Pokemon cards. But I did still want to be able to get something out before things get super hectic. And since this is the month that Paldean Fates releases in English, which is the Shiny Treasure EX from Japanese, I thought we'd go ahead and open that up and see what we can find. There are still a handful of cards that I'm looking for out of this. There is a Shiny Snorlax that's in the set. The art rares, all four of the ones that are in there, are pretty amazing. I have not yet pulled any of the gold cards, and those also look pretty phenomenal. So those are a few things that I'm currently looking for out of the set, and hoping that we can pull something like that today. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what we got. All right, so here's our Shiny Treasure EX box. Again, this is a high-class set from Japan, which means there are 10 packs of 10 cards each. So most of the Japanese sets are 30 packs that come with 5 cards each. So you're getting about 150 packs out of a standard set, as opposed to 100 out of this. Also looking at Pokemon 151, which was a Japanese specialty set that was 7 cards out of 20 packs, 140 cards. So even still a little bit different. Not always a lot of consistency in everything that's going on, but let's go ahead and see what we got. So there's the Staryu from 151, that same artwork, the Varoom, Gravard, and we got the Flamingo Shiny. So I think I've pulled this one already. I can't remember. It feels like there's been so many cards. And then we got Skeledirge EX, and then we've got the the Raygun, Cyclizar, and Students in Paldea. I have pulled quite a handful of shinies out of this. Flamingos are one of my mom's favorite things. When she lived in Florida, she used to have a ton of flamingos and stuff decorating the inside of her house. Funny story about that after we get through. So we got the Shrootle Reverse Holo, the Fortress EX, and then we've got the Rare Candy Goldingo. That's a pretty cool Goldingo artwork. And Iono. If that was English, it'd be playable in the TCG. So one day when we were visiting my mom, it was super rainy and there was nothing to do, so I had my kids go around and try and count and see how many flamingos they could find in my mother's house, and they ended up with well over 100, I think. So that was at least something to keep the kids occupied one day while we were there when it was raining. All right, the Oddish Reverse Holo, and then we've got the Ting-Lu EX. So just as a reminder, if you haven't seen these opened, there's typically I think 3 to 4 EXs per box. There's usually 4 shinies, is kind of what I found. And then a handful of the reverse holos. We got the Squawkability EX there. And usually 1 SAR or SSR out of the box. So the SSRs are the Shiny Secret Rare. So far that's all that I've pulled, I think, from these sets at this point. I can go back and take a look. So we got the Shiny Tinkatuff. Where's that Tinkaton? That one's pretty awesome too. And then Meowscarada EX. Some of these are a little more stubborn than others. There's the Pidgey. Also, a lot of these will have the same artwork as other sets in Scarlet and Violet. That's a pretty cool Cleffa right there. Reminds me of the art rare from Ruler of the Black Flame. And then this is the Great Tusk EX. Actually, these are the Ancient, so I think that's, or Iron Treads. Possibly the Iron Treads EX. So you'll end up seeing a lot of artwork that you've already seen in sets that have released thus far this year. It's, you know, a little bit of a cheat in my opinion. All right, so we've got the shiny Bisharp, I think. And the Wo-Chien, and then, oh my gosh, we pulled the Iono SAR. This is, I don't know if this is the most valuable card in the set, but this is one of the best cards. The Ionos from Clayburst, which are also in Paldea Evolved, were highly sought after as well. So super, super excited to have pulled that. And since we did pull an SAR, it used to be the Japanese boxes you were guaranteed an SAR, and that has not been the case lately. So the fact that we pulled an SAR is pretty amazing. I'm pretty happy about that. Even if we get nothing else today. So we'll just see. We got that Mimikyu Hollow, Bisharp Hollow, Reverse Hollow Balloon, and another EX. So I think it's usually about 8 EXs possibly within the box. So I still have not pulled the Iono in either English or Clayburst from the other set. And we also got an SSR, so the Skeledirge EX. So that's pretty amazing too. And then a Reverse Hollow Wooper. So that's a double hit box. Not a guarantee, but certainly excited to have gotten both of those out of a single box. All right, last pack, and at this point, I think with everything else we've pulled, likelihood is fairly low that we're going to get anything, but we can dream. Hawlucha is pretty awesome. And then we've got our Reverse Hollow and our Hollow Wigglytuff. So, again, just kind of taking a quick look with what we've pulled. So, 3, 6, 9 EXs, which, again, that's about right. I think I've pulled just about every EX in the set now after having opened 3 or 4 boxes. So it's pretty easy. We did only end up with 3 shinies, but it was worth it because we had both the SSR, Skeledirge EX, and the SAR Iono. So pretty awesome pulls from this. A couple of the other ones that I have pulled. So I've got a few that are sitting up here. So I have pulled the Mew. We have the Clive, SAR, the Tentacruel, and then we've also pulled the Gardevoir EX as well. So it's kind of a handful of what we've seen so far out of Shiny Treasure EX. I hope you enjoyed the content. Please reach out to me if you've got any questions about Japanese cards. I'm sure happy to answer them based on kind of the collecting that I've done thus far. And please like the video, leave a comment down below, letting me know what your favorite pull is, or any card that you're chasing from either the Japanese or English set, Paldean Fates. And be good to yourself and be good to others.